Storytelling Podcast, episode number 10. Welcome to the Storytelling Podcast, where everything's fictional, even you. And now, here are your hosts. One of them is cute, the other two, not so much. Garrett, Zach, and Cristal. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Storytelling Podcast, the podcast that's all about fiction, and more fiction, and telling the best truths through the medium of lies. I am your host, Garrett Robinson. With me today, as per usual, is fellow author Z.C. Bolger, author of Danny Calloway and the Puzzle House. Conspicuously missing is Cristal, Logothetis, V.C. Cole. We have to record, we had to double up on recordings this week. Double up.
Hey.
And innuendo. So we are doing this. However, Cristal is pregnant and was not feeling the lateness of the hour, so we kindly gave her a pass because we're pretty awesome.
Yeah, you'll be hearing this 2 weeks after we record it. By that time, I'll be famous and we'll have quit the podcast, just as a little forewarning.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Zach. We said we were going to keep doing this even if we got famous. You've changed, man. Kevin Smith still podcasts.
Kevin Smith is dope. He has so many awesome things that he's doing.
Yeah, he does.
Have you seen his show, Comic Book Men?
Hell yeah. Come on now.
Who
Who the fuck do you think you're talking to?
Yeah, that's true. So, what has happened to you this week?
I know. I'm trying to think in advance. Okay, so by the time this plays on the audio feed, I should have released Hit Girl's audiobooks. In other words, an audiobook that you can download as a podcast and listen to the whole thing for free, which is pretty awesome. I'm pretty excited about it. And
are you recording that right now?
I have been recording it. It's like a chunking away process, and then I have to edit it and format it correctly and upload it to the guy because his submission standards are really high.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I plan on doing mine when I'm out in LA.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dope sauce. And so by the time this airs, Non-Zombie 3 will release tomorrow. In other words, 10 days from today, which is the day after this releases. And it is going to be releasing for the debut price of 99 cents, after which point it will go up to $2.99.
Oh, Non-Zombie 3.
Non-Zombie 3.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm totally looking forward to that.
Yeah, I know you are.
Do you have it done? You should send it to me before I leave.
I totally don't have it done. I don't have it started. I have the outline. That's it.
All right. Oh, by the time that this airs, Ninjabread Man will be on.
Yeah, but like a long time ago.
Okay, we said it was going to be on a long time ago. So
shut up.
2 weeks ago, you said it was going to be done. So
shut up.
It has to be done.
We have to talk about this. Do you also feel good about debuting that at 99 cents and then raising it afterwards?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm honestly using Ninjabread Man more as a funnel for Danny Calloway. That's what I'm hoping from it.
Your funnel.
Yeah.
Innuendo. Yeah, no. But I think it's going to be pretty cool. I think it's going to be awesome.
It's going to be great if we really get the promo on it. And honestly, from what I mean, the beats that I beat out. Yeah.
Innuendo. You waited. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I was just waiting for it. Those I think were great, and then what I've read so far of what you've done with them is fantastic. You know, I was, laughing my ass off. So I really can't wait to see the finished product, and then be able to do my little edit, and then finally get it out there, and then expand from there. What I really want to do is get the next two done, and then I want to have little branches off in this universe.
Hell yeah.
Master Baker's story and shit like that.
And just keep an eye out for this. I don't even actually know if Zach knows about I don't know if I told you this, Zach, but I want to write a short story focusing specifically around one of the characters, and it's only going to be available to people who review Ninjabread Man compilation, or it's got to be like gift box or like box of chocolates 1, 2, and 3. Basically, the first 3 volumes all packaged up together. And if they leave a review and send me a link, then I will give them this short story, but it's not going to go anywhere else.
Do you know which character that is?
Yes, but I don't want to say.
Okay, I'm gonna type it in the chat because I think I know who you're gonna say.
Okay. So this is fascinating for everybody who's listening. Actually, it's fascinating for everybody who's watching too.
Oh, okay, that's not who I thought you were gonna say.
You were gonna say.
I thought it was gonna say. I thought it was gonna be the fairies.
Oh, no.
Their story.
No,
which I think would be a
easy.
fucking great story. But then again, I don't know how much if a reader could put up with an entire book of.
That's another problem.
Scots.
Yeah, they are so fucking Scottish. It's amazing.
Yeah.
You haven't even read that entire scene yet, but that entire scene is actually done and exported as a Mobi file. I would love it if you would read chapter 3 tonight and give me your feedback.
I'll read it on a plane tomorrow. That's what I'll do. I think
Snakes on a plane. There's nothing to do with snakes.
Plane.
Ninjabread on a plane.
That'll be our.
Go ahead.
Turn off.
That'll be our movie adaptation.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson will do the voice of the Ninjabread Man. That would be awesome.
I never pictured him as a black dude, but that could totally work.
Hell he could be.
He does the voice, or he narrates "Go the fuck to bed" or "Go the fuck to sleep."
Go the fuck to sleep. Yeah.
Have you read that book?
Yeah. No, but I've listened to the audio.
Oh, okay. I've read the book.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to the audio. It's fucking hilarious.
Right.
I think it's so funny.
So amazing. I can't wait to do the audio version of Ninjabread Man. That's going to be so amazing.
Do we want to do different voices?
I want to do voices for the Scots. You can't not. You can't read that without doing the Scottish voice.
We should do this while I'm out in L.A.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, we should.
Because I'm thinking, honestly, I feel like my voice would be better for the Ninjabread Man because it's higher pitched than yours.
Right. So you want me to narrate and do some of the voices, and then you do some of the other character voices?
Yeah, we could go kind of back and forth kind of thing.
Okay, cool. I like that.
We can work it out. We'll see how it works. If it doesn't work out, we can always just do one straight, voice actor. But I think it'd be fun to have at least 2 different people doing 2 different voices, so that you can.
If we do that, though, we got to get a girl on it to do the girl voices. I mean, as long as we're going that step, we may as well just go that extra step. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well.
Because otherwise, it's going to be weird. I have the very monumental task of narrating of audio booking hit girls. So I'm doing the main voices for Jesse and Nikki. And
that should be interesting.
It is. I
had somebody. That's fun. When I first was talking about Danny Calloway, before I did my Kickstarter, like months and months ago, I actually had 3 different people contact me about being the audiobook voice talent for it.
Really?
Yeah. And obviously they wanted to be paid, and I was like, fuck that, I want to do it myself anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
And I have connections, which is great, in LA to a professional audio booth, like a studio.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I might actually be doing it through there because my dad used to work in post-production back in the day. So we have really good connections there. Yeah.
Awesome. That's totally sweet.
So I'm excited about that.
And then, okay, so it's 10 days in the future. What else has happened? Well, at that point, I'll be working flat out on my project with Sean Platt, which I'm going to kind of take a little chunk of time and just bang that out and just get like 2 episodes done a week until I said bang.
It's a bang.
Innuendo.
Okay, no more of that clip. That's 4 times in this one podcast.
Innuendo.
Wow.
What did you think I was going to do when you said that? Come on.
You're the one who said it. Garrett is the anal, fucking grammar Nazi.
It wasn't appropriate, but oh, by the way, Cristal, you've been really, really quiet over there. What's happening?
I'm a married woman. I have laundry to do.
Am I in the beginning of that clip?
Yeah, you are.
Oh, okay.
So topic. We do have a topic tonight, despite what you all probably think. Actually, what you all probably think at this point is these people are terrible people. But
if there's anybody still listening.
Yeah. Hi, Chrissy. No, you're playing D&D up in Seattle, goddammit.
Before we actually get on to topic.
Yeah, okay.
His name has slipped my mind. You probably know, but our last podcast, not our last podcast, the podcast before
Ed
about
Ditto?
tackling the white. No, I think so. Tackling the white page. That question.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, was that 3 ago?
Yeah, it was. It was the one before
one of our
Ed.
listeners.
No, it was the one. Yeah.
I have to see who it was. I totally forget his name. But it inspired him. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it inspired him to do a vlog with our question, which was fucking awesome, and I loved seeing that. So I definitely want to say that if any listeners out there get inspired by anything that we're talking about, and it's like, oh, I want to put this onto my blog, or I want to create off of this idea as well, totally fucking go for it.
Yeah,
unless
totally.
It's one of our story ideas. But other than that, it's open.
Yeah, exactly. And if you tweet about it, we'll give you a shout out on the show. I mean, that doesn't take a whole lot of effort on our part, unless there's like 8,000 of you that all of a sudden are like, we did this. Then we'll just be like, congratulations, all of you.
Yeah, and then we'll be like, where the hell are all of our stats that are going with these 8,000 people? We have 77 subscribers, but we have 8,000 people that are tweeting us.
I only have 12 followers on Twitter, but 8,000 people tweeted me. No, I have 170 followers on Twitter, and what's awesome is that I didn't pay for any of them, so that's great.
I don't have very many paid left. Twitter. Now, I'll say this on the podcast. I have nothing against it personally. Here's the reason why I paid for Twitter subscribers, because I continue to have people subscribe to me and expect me to subscribe back and follow them back, which I don't want to do, because I only want to follow people that I'm interested in seeing what they do. So I kept having my numbers go up and down, but having a higher following rate, it makes it the people that fuck you. The people that follow me don't expect me to follow them back, and I actually like that better. You dick.
You know how I get followers?
How do you get followers?
Writing books.
Really?
I'm serious. When I started writing, I had 60, and now I have 170. And all of them have started following me from the thing. And I used to follow pretty much anybody that I was interested in. And then at some point I capped it, and I never go above 100. So if there's somebody new that I want to follow, I have to go through the list of people I'm already following and be like, I don't really like this person. Or like, this person never tweets. Or this person tweets. To be totally honest, I don't go to my Twitter feed for news or for inspirational quotes or whatever. I go to my Twitter feed to laugh. So everybody that I follow is funny and interesting in some way. So like, sure. I have unfollowed a lot of people who are like, be the best person that you can be. I'm like, I will follow you up to a point, and then at one point I want to follow Louis C.K. and you're off my list. Right.
My cap is 30.
Really?
So, yeah.
Wow.
Honestly, there aren't very many people, and even on I think I'm following 27 people. I'm pretty sure there's at least 5 that I don't really give a shit about, and we'll switch them out. Who knows who they are? I'm pretty sure one of them is you, Garrett. But
fuck you.
But the thing is that like on my normal because I bought the Twitter followers, Twitter eventually goes through and starts deleting the accounts. So if you looked at my numbers, 3 months ago, it was 4,000. It was at 4,000 followers, right? You're like, holy shit, he's followed by 4,000 people. If you look at it now, it's 400. And it's because Twitter is doing that. But I have gained so much so many followers from writing and from this podcast and from being mentioned by Johnny as well, and tweets actually, a lot of tweets. I think I got 4 followers from tweeting something about Boston like 2 days ago.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. Well, if you tweet about something topical like that, which honestly is like I try not to do things like that. Like
yeah, me neither. I wasn't
said one thing about Boston today, but it's just like I don't want people to follow me because I'm talking about Boston. I want people to follow me because I'm a writer, and hopefully they think that my books and films are funny.
And that's what was surprising to me because I wasn't expecting it. I was forwarding a friend's song that she wrote.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So and then I got subscribers and I was like, what the fuck? Anyway.
Speaking of songs, I got off work today and I had like sort of decided that I was going to play Shipping Up to Boston this like weekend, like listen to it a lot, like in solidarity or whatever the fuck. And then I actually like started playing it and listened to it and like paid some pretty close attention to the lyrics, which I hadn't done in a while. And then I was like, yeah, maybe not.
I don't know. I don't know that song, I don't think. By
the Dropkick Murphys.
Yeah. I'd have to hear it.
It's basically they're a very Celtic Scottish like Boston punk rock band.
Yeah, I know the band.
Yeah, so they're awesome. And the song is I'm shipping up to Boston to find my wooden leg. Shipping up to Boston, I lost my leg. Shipping up to Boston, I lost my leg. And I was like, okay, so forgot about that part of the song.
Yeah.
Maybe not actually a good thing. So I apologize to anybody who was in Glendale today that I drove by blasting that song.
Oh, seriously?
I don't know. What?
But then it's Glendale. How many of them have family in Boston?
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying.
I totally know what you're saying. Behind the scenes racism, the way they did it in the 80s. You know what else happened in the 80s? Indiana Jones.
Because that's what Indiana Jones does. He fucks lesbians a lot. He does.
He does. He fucks so many lesbians. All right, so can we fucking get on topic now?
Yeah, let's get on topic.
I blame you for that whole last 7 minutes.
Yeah.
What are we talking about today, Zach?
We're doing another brainstorm sesh on Ninjabread Man 2 and 3. We're gonna leave off the ending for at least the third one because we want that to be a surprise. We'll figure that out later. But what we need to figure out, characters. We need to figure out what else do we need to figure out? We need to figure out locations.
We both already know who the antagonist is at the end of 3, right?
Right.
You told me that last time.
The overall antagonist.
Okay, good. So
I think that's a good antagonist.
Right.
Okay, good.
I think that's fantastic.
Right, and we'll have to. Yeah. We'll have to figure out somebody other than you or me to do that person's voice. Like.
Why? Oh, because of who he is?
Yeah. Who
or she, maybe.
Is.
Who they are.
We should change it now.
All right, so do you want to try and nail down an antagonist for 2?
I think
I have an idea on that.
Yeah, tell me.
I have an idea. Okay.
Hit me.
Captain Hook.
Captain Hook.
It's perfect in a lot of ways.
Captain. Okay, tell me about this character. Who is he? What does he do? Like, how does he tie in?
He is a captain of a smuggling vessel, and he smuggles the majority of the things for the Green Ferry.
Okay.
And he's the next step. Actually, he should be more like he should be an admiral. So when Charlie busts in, he's like, Captain Hook. It's Admiral. Get him.
Admiral Hook. Do we need? I don't know if is Captain Hook? Is that open? Because it's Disney. That's my only question. I think Snow White is.
I think so.
I would assume.
I think so because we did fucking Peter Pan in school as a play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but did they have
Peter Pan was a play a long time before it was a Disney movie.
right? But we licensed that from whoever owned that section of the play. That's what Delphi.
I guess.
Yeah, that's what the high school does.
Okay.
We'll need to look into that. That's all. Whereas, like, you know,
All right.
the Ninjabread Man or the Gingerbread Man or whatever, that's not something you could really license. I don't think Snow White is either.
True. Okay. Now I know that we talked about this too, but I have to mention this as a tangent. Gandalf needs to be in the second one because Cristal because you know he was such a fundamental part of the last brainstorming session. But of course we can't say his name. He's just an old, tall, gray wizard with a blue pointy hat. And Charlie, you know, what's your name? I cannot say. Why not? Copyright infringement. What?
What are we gonna call him? Wizard?
Yeah, just the wizard. You know.
Copyright infringement. You texted me that, or you emailed me that, or something. I just remember laughing my ass off. I thought that was so funny. Copyright infringement. Okay. Is he going to be someone that helps Charlie? Oh, for those who, well, I mean, you should have read the book by now, but Charlie is the Ninjabread Man's real name.
Right.
Currently, we are thinking of changing it. We're not totally sure on that, but
yeah. If anybody has a better idea, toss it out
before we publish.
Before we publish in the next day or two.
Yeah.
Anyway, he could be a helper. I see him as generally being a helpful person. I wouldn't want Gandalf to be in there and go all Saruman.
Yeah, well, I was also thinking it should be like, you shall not get by me.
You shall not go this way.
He should just so many fucking lines from the Lord of the Rings that he has to change because of copyright infringement.
Fool of a gingerbread man.
I like that, and that's a perfect character for you to write too.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, so just so you know, because I know that you haven't, I know you haven't read this far into what I've written yet, but Mick and Brent become sidekicks. Mick
shows back up
along with him. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mick does, and
I got through the beginning of chapter 2, so.
Right, he shows up in the middle of chapter 4. He's still running.
Because he forgot what the hell was happening?
Yeah, all he knows is that somebody's chasing him. So he totally forgot. And then when he sees him, he remembers and he freaks out. But Charlie's like, "Dude, I don't want to kill you. I was there for Pied Piper."
Yeah, Pied Piper. It's Pied.
No, it was the other way around.
Oh, he said Pied Piper. He says Pied.
Yeah, good to see you, Pied. It's French. It's pronounced Pied. Pied Pipe.
Now you're having Brent be a sidekick. You don't want him coming in the end with like the saving wave of.
No, everybody does, but Brent is with him the whole time. Brent asks to go with him because Brent is the whole clan sees Brent as mentally retarded. They think he's slow in the head because he. God, you haven't read this part yet. He talks like a normal person.
Oh,
and
see,
Charlie's
I was trying to portray him as being gay.
Right. No, I didn't go that direct. I mean, he could be technically.
No, that's fine.
But he basically. They're all talking, and Charlie's like, "I don't understand." And finally, they're like, "Brent," and Brent comes over, and he's like, good day, sir. How can I help you today?" And he's like, "I can understand you." And he says, "Yes, I was born with a horrible speech impediment. I sound like an idiot."
That's funny. So the reason why I had him gay, which is totally fine that he doesn't have to be gay, But I really like the idea, for one, of having a gay character, but for two, the gay character being the saving grace of the entire fucking book. I loved that idea.
Well, he still could be. See, what I've got lined up for him is that, that's part of one, and I don't really want to spoil that. But he still is. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So now we can also have more goblin. Do we want to have goblins in other books, or are they just going to be kind of like the Hansel and Gretel minions?
I think they'd be the Hansel and Gretel minions.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I think we can move on to something else for the next one.
Witches. Oh well, I don't know if you brought up did you have a mention of a witch? I know I had a mention of a witch in my beats.
Yeah, a witch.
The one that a witch.
So basically, what happens with the witch? She tricked the Scots away from their homeland. She came in and she challenged them to a game of riddles, which they lost, and they had to leave the forest. And he said, we left and we lost it. What? She cast a spell so you couldn't find it? No, we lost it. You just lost it? Yeah, we cannot find it. Dude, I know where it is. You know where it is? Dude, everybody knows where it is. Why didn't anybody tell us? Exactly. Why didn't anybody tell us? Because every time somebody shows up, you punch them to death. It's pretty awesome.
Do you know now? Remember your whole idea with the magical bagpipes? We still have that in the book, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Do you know why I was like, oh, that would be a good idea, actually, and why I actually got on board with that? Because I want to have a shirt with a Ninjabread Man playing bagpipes on it, and I just think it would be fucking awesome.
You're already into merchandising, you fucker.
I just think that's honestly why I was like, I got that image and I went, this is a great idea. If we can make it into a shirt, it's going to be great.
Yes. That's awesome. Okay, so
the witch. So wait, does the witch show up in book 1 then?
Well, she's mentioned. She's told.
She's mentioned, but she's
Scots
not in the Black Forest.
Right. So do you want her to be the villain?
Not necessarily. She could be on the way.
No, she should be. She should be.
Yeah.
That's why, because she lured the Scots away from the forest so that nobody would be able to take the back entrance in.
Back entrance in.
In your endo.
You're talking about the book 1 or book 2?
In book 1, they talk about how she lured the Scots away.
Right. And then you were saying...
But the reason that she did that is she's working for the Green Fairy, and she did that so that nobody could get into the forest.
Right. Yes. But so she's going to be the antagonist in book 2.
Right.
Right. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And with the backstory in book 1 of the Ninjabread Man...
right.
Does it... Oh, well, I mentioned that he has like a big scar on his back from fighting a witch. I don't know if... I don't even remember how I mentioned it.
I don't think I incorporated that.
Okay, that's fine. Because I was thinking it'd be fun to have some, like before he meets Master Baker and gets all taught up, he's like, I'm going to fucking get revenge! And then, runs into the witch and, she fucks him up.
Oh. Yeah, no, I changed that part of the backstory. We should really go over that.
Okay.
But
that's fine.
But we could. That could even happen during his training with Master Baker.
True. Yeah. How I had him introduced to Master Baker in the beats was he gets, fucked up by the witch, and then Master Baker happens to be walking by and happens to have gingerbread ingredients on him because he's Master Baker.
Master Baker. Right. No, I switched that a little bit.
That's fine.
Okay. Now, so what's happening between Snow White and Red Rose in this one?
Rose Red. Yeah, she's fucking... For one,
Rose
I love that. I think that needs to also be a side story, by the way.
Totally. You know who I picture as Rose Red?
Who?
Did you see You saw Kill Bill 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Okay, you remember in Kill Bill 1 where they talk about O-Ren Ishii growing up and she's like a total badass assassin, Lucy Liu's character?
Yeah.
Remember the anime backstory for her when she was like young and like growing up, and it's all done in anime, and she's dressed all in red leather and she like snipes a dude in a limo from like 2 miles away.
Sounds really familiar. I'd have to see the movie again, I think.
Yeah, that's why I picture. That's what I picture.
Well, I think that's totally cool. I think it'd be awesome if the sisters are Asian. That's
totally.
how I picture them, you know.
Totally.
Which is funny because you don't think Snow White, you don't think of an Asian girl.
Oh, you know who Snow White is?
An Asian girl?
Olivia Munn.
Don't know her.
What?
Who's Olivia Munn? And
vamp for a minute. I'm screen sharing. I have to find a picture of her.
Oh God.
You watch The Newsroom?
No. You told me about it. I haven't started it.
You watch The Newsroom?
No.
You're such a cock. You watch The Daily Show?
No. I don't watch TV. I have other things to be doing.
You don't watch The Daily Show?
No, I watch Walking Dead.
Yeah, so do I.
That's about... No, you don't. You don't watch Walking Dead. Did you?
No, I watch TV. I think
Oh.
our audio is all fucked up and like out of sync.
Okay.
Here we go.
Anyway, yeah, I don't watch TV very much. I watch The Walking Dead, and that's about it.
Terrible.
Yeah.
And there we go. Can you see her?
Yeah, kinda. It's really shitty, but that's better. She's hot.
She's super, super hot. Come on now.
She looks really familiar.
It's because she's in fucking everything. She's in New Girl. She's in The Newsroom. She's in The Daily Show. She's in
New Girl. I watched New Girl.
Yes. She was Nick's stripper girlfriend.
Oh yeah, her. That's right.
Yes. Anyway, that's Snow White.
That's funny to have a sister that looks like that, and the other sister looks like Lucy Liu.
Yes, that's what's amazing. Dude, if we could ever actually turn this into a TV show and get the two of them, I would just never stop coming. I'm so glad my wife doesn't listen to this show.
Anyway,
moving swiftly onward.
All right, Olivia Munn. I've noted that down to put into the...
Okay, but what happens between the two of them? Because we don't really go into anything between the two of them in book 1.
Right, because they don't find Rose Red in book 1. But I think... Are you putting Rose Red in the backstory of the Ninjabread Man as I...
Yes, exactly as.
Okay, good. Well, they obviously need to run into her in book 2.
Right, of course.
So, but she's not going to... If she dies, I don't know if she will die, but if she dies, she'll die in book 3.
Okay.
Or if maybe she's under a spell, or I don't exactly know. Here's what I was thinking was that Snow White was trying to get to her because she killed their mother.
Right.
That's the idea I had.
Right.
But it was like it's a half-assed like, oh, here's an idea of a backstory, because I wasn't thinking of a backstory for them, really.
Right.
So it could be anything with them. But she needs to get away somehow in book 2.
What if it's like this crazy, complicated moral thing where basically, okay, check this out. Like you're gonna have to stick with me for a sec.
Okay.
Snow White grows up. Snow White grows up blaming Rose Red for the death of their mother because her mother died in childbirth. And Snow White is a little bit like obsessed with it because she was so in love with her mom. Mm-hmm. So she grows up blaming her for that and making her feel like shit all the time. So she actually grows up to be a bad person. and she commits other atrocities and becomes a murderer and an assassin and so on and so forth. But it all kind of started because Snow White was kind of an asshole about the whole thing.
Okay, so is Snow White trying to kill her still then?
Well, now she's trying to. Yeah, now she's trying to kill her, but like she can't. She's blinded by her, irrationality about the whole thing.
Right. Well, I mean, that would open up the storyline for Rose to be under. Well, to live basically.
Right. To like find some redemption and whatever.
Right. But she was also a major part of the Ninjabread Man's backstory, which would kind of be like, why isn't she dead?
Right. No. She needs to die. Trust us on this one.
I think, I mean, yeah, that works.
Maybe. It might not work, actually.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. It seems a little bit. It doesn't totally jive for me. Because then it's hard to like Snow White, because she's who actually drove her sister insane.
Right.
That would be better if Snow White was actually a villain.
Yeah, I agree.
You know who doesn't? You know who should make an appearance in the second one? The Seven Dwarves.
Oh, I originally had the Seven Dwarves noted down as God. What the fuck was it? I think we
should rip off Lexi Maxwell's Seven Kinky Dwarves.
No.
Yeah. Cock. Gropey.
God.
Let me see. Cornholy.
I think that's enough.
Okay.
I think I was gonna have them.
That's why our show's rated explicit, motherfuckers.
I think I was gonna have them as ninjas, but that was before I had the Snow White idea of having her be a ninja. And I don't like having so many fucking ninjas.
Yeah, it's way too many ninjas.
Yeah.
They could be samurai, little dwarf samurai.
No.
Dopey's like asleep in his armor.
They could be pimps. Hi ho.
Hey, hi ho. What's up? It's off to work you go, bitch. At the back of my hand.
Keeping my dwarf hand strong.
Shit. No, I feel like women's rights in general would take a 50-year leap backwards if we did that.
They could be male prostitute pimps. No, I didn't want to.
No, it's not better. This is a Lexi Maxwell story.
Okay, so we have a witch. We have 12 dwarves.
Seven dwarves.
Oh yeah, why did I say 12?
I don't know.
That's strange. 7 dwarves.
I have to invent 5 new dwarves. Oh, by the way, there was an 8th dwarf in Lexi Maxwell's story who was only talked about in remembrance. He was autoerotic asphyxiation-y, and he died.
That's horrible.
It is pretty horrible. It's a hilarious book, though.
The 7 dwarves should be like a tier, like you know how in video games you have to go up the boss tiers,
like a Scott Pilgrim type of thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I like this.
But each one has to have a different. Well, none of them can be samurai.
Okay.
Or
fuck
ninjas. You. I meant to say ninjas, but I mean samurai as well. But we can have, like, they all need to be some different type. I'm thinking Mortal Kombat kind of thing.
Right. No, I totally get what you're saying.
Oh, and I think in the 3rd book, if we can do this, we should totally have the 3 fairies from Cinderella. Somehow.
The 3 fairies from Cinderella?
Yeah, Not Cinderella. Snow. Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Totally.
Just gonna note that down.
Marjorie, you're always such a bit. Can it, Beatrice?
You're always such a witch. That's what she should say.
Totally.
Because they're fairies. Okay, 7 dwarves, and then, like, after the tears, then they'll hit the witch, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the witch?
Wicked Witch of the West?
I mean, we could... That's the only real witch that has a character behind the name.
Right.
Except for, Galinda or Glinda or whatever her name is.
The Good Witch.
The Good Witch. Okay, so we'll run with the Wicked Witch of the West for right now.
Okay, good. We can switch that or do whatever.
Yeah. The triple W.
What?
Wicked Witch of the West.
Ah, right.
W. And then we have the 7 dwarves, which we should do Scott Pilgrim style, tiered. Okay, but now where are they located? And they should be in a tower. Maybe like Rapunzel's tower.
I just feel like that would get so boring. You have no change of scenery. It's like chapter 1, he goes to the one tower. Chapter 2, he goes to the next tower.
Oh, I was thinking one chapter, he goes through the entire fucking thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we could check that out.
Yeah, no, it's going to have to, the entire book will be him getting and finding out where he's going.
And then at the top, there's a talking mushroom that says, "Sorry, Charlie, the witch is in another castle."
Why?
What? What? Mario? Sorry, Mario, the princess is in another castle. After you just beat the whole fucking level, and Toad is there, and it's like, "Sorry, Mario, a princess is in another clip."
Was that in N64?
No, that was in Mario, the original. It was in all the Marios. Yeah. No, Nintendo, no Super.
Just Nintendo. I don't know if I played that. You were much more of a gamer when we were kids. Just realize that. I had a Game Boy.
I want to break you.
Game Boy. And I played Zelda.
All right. Moving swiftly onward.
Yeah. Wicked Witch of the West, 7 dwarf tier. So why is he going to the Wicked Witch of the West? Besides that, she's bad. Because when he was going to Hansel and Gretel before, it was because he thought that they were the people that ran the Green Fairy.
Right.
So now we need to figure out why he would go to the Wicked Witch of the West.
Just kidding. She's the one who runs the Green Fairy. He kills her. Just kidding. He's the one who runs the Green Fairy. Getting really sick of this. Why would he be going after the Wicked Witch? I guess we should figure out some actual motivations for our characters or something.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Well, we have vengeance for one.
Yeah, well.
That's obvious. And that's the reason for Rose Red.
What if he's sort of taking out all of the lieutenants? Like he takes out Captain Hook as the smuggler. He's taking out the Wicked Witch because she enchants the fairy dust or something like that, or she casts the magic that...
Oh, okay.
Dude, okay, I just had another idea.
You're making me roll on this. What if the whoever our main guy is somewhere that has some spell put over it that he can't get through until he kills whoever put the spell there, and that happened to be the Wicked Witch.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a really, really good one. Yeah. Okay. The leader is here, and you can't get to him until you break through the spell. Well, how do you break through the spell? Well, you can find the person who cast it and force them to do it. How am I supposed to force her to do that? Well, you can force her to do it, or you can kill her, but I think you should. Yeah, I'm going to kill her.
Okay. All right, so Wicked Witch of the West What was your idea?
Not even close to as good as that one.
Okay.
You writing it down?
Yeah.
I'm sure this is fascinating for the audio listeners. They're writing shit down again.
Triple W casts spell over where blank is and has to kill her in order to get it.
Now, okay.
Now, yes? What? I know that tone of voice.
Sorry, I had to cough. I want to figure out a way to avoid the sequel curse, where the sequel's never as good as the first one because you're learning so much about the world and the character goes through like a personal growth and everything. So what if
in the first one?
In the first one, it's so awesome because we're learning about the world and we learn about his backstory and we learn about all these different things, right?
Right.
What if a central element in 2 that will I think make the story a lot better is, for one reason, whether it's romantic or practical or whatever, he's trying to keep Snow White with him and she doesn't want to go with him. And either he's romantically interested in her or he thinks that her, because she's a really good fighter, that she could help him actually complete his quest. Or Master Baker says she is powerful, but she needs training, and you need to take responsibility for her. Like something like that, so that Charlie undergoes some actual personal growth and doesn't just cut people in half for the whole thing.
Right. I like the idea of it being a love interest.
Okay.
Because that gives a lot to something happening to Snow White in the end, where he's now, he can show a lot of emotional range to it.
Exactly.
Not necessarily her dying, because that would suck, but...
That would really suck. I'm not going to kill Olivia Munn, goddammit. I will not put that in the book.
I will kill her with my penis.
With my dick in her vag.
And we find out she's a listener.
Oh, God. Olivia
she was
Munn,
like, I was on board until you talked about that.
Olivia Munn, if you're a listener, I just want to say how much I love you. Like, utterly.
Utterly.
Yeah, because she has,
utters.
Yeah. All right.
Is that a fat joke? You calling her a cow?
Nope, not even a little bit.
All right, so, where were we?
We're going to get another 1-star review for this episode. Oh, yeah, everybody, we got our first 1-star review on iTunes.
I thought it was hilarious.
Hilarious. Hey, guys, putting a girl in doesn't make you better than the self-publishing podcast. It's like, yeah, because that's why we put Cristal in.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to be better than the self-publishing podcast. That's right.
Trolls are funny. Everybody's going to have haters, like we talked about in one of our other podcasts. So this is good for us.
Haters going to hate.
That's right. Wow. Whoever is listening to this, go watch the video so you can just watch what Garrett just did.
At whatever
was epic.
Whatever the time mark is.
And again.
Somebody make a GIF of that shit. One of our talented listeners.
Back to what we were doing. I like the idea of a love interest, but if Snow White wants to leave, she can fucking leave. That's the thing. So how is she going to stay?
Well, okay, but they've already formed some sort of bond, right? So she's not just going to ditch in the middle of the night. So she comes to him and she's like, I'm gonna go take care of Rose Red. And he says, and without even like realizing or admitting to himself why, he's like, you should come with me. And she's like, well, why would I do that? And he's like, well, because Rose Red is working for the Wicked Witch or something like that.
Dun, dun, dun,
dun. He convinces her basically. He doesn't like doesn't tie her up and sling her over his shoulder.
Of course not. But I'm just picturing but I like that. I think that's a good point. I was going to bring that up while you're talking, which is Rose Red is working for the Wicked Witch because that's where she's going to have to get away from. And I think if we're going with a tower idea, obviously Rose Red is going to do a kick-ass jump out the top window of the tower and then go like squirrel suiting across the, forest or whatever.
Oh, dude, they should get to the top of the tower, and Rose Red should be the last person guarding the Wicked Witch. And Snow White's like, I've been waiting a long time for this, sister. Rose Red's like, yes, you have. And they square off, and they both get into their poses.
And Rose Red
turns around and just dives out the window. And the Wicked Witch is like, what? And then Charlie throws a ninja star into her head, and she's dead.
I like there being a little bit more Battle of the Witch, though.
Okay.
Shoot lightning and shit out of her fingers.
It would be hilarious, though.
That is funny.
You shoot lightning out of your fist, just like blank. What happened to my voice? Copyright infringement.
Yeah, I thought that's how we were originally going to go with Gandalf. Oh, my name is Beep. What was that? No. Oh, I can't say my name because...
No. No. He should just say something, a line from Lord of the Rings, like, I cannot speak its name, or something like that.
No, yeah.
Like, all of his lines should be things from Lord of the Rings.
Right. I originally thought we were going to do it the other way, but I like how we worked it out.
My name is Boop. What? Boop. What happens to your voice when you... Copyright infringement. Yeah, that'd be funny, but it'd be a little too cheesy.
It would be.
I'm not saying that Ninjabread Man is on the same scale, but it's sort of taking on the unicorn western thing where it's like, I'm like, no, I don't want to get too crazy. Like, it's crazy and crazy hilarious, and crazy hilarious stuff happens in it, but I don't want to go like off the rails, just like, like monkey on a unicycle rides by for no reason. Although we should invent a reason to have a monkey on a unicycle, because if
we're gonna have a monkey on a unicycle, it should literally just be, and then a monkey on the unicycle drove by, and then they continued on. What the fuck?
I love the one line that I wrote in there where I think it was when Charlie says he knows where the Black Forest is. He says, I know where the Black Forest... Or no. He says, I want to know about the Black Forest. The Scots stopped laughing. Everybody went silent. Somewhere, a record scratched.
Yeah, that's what I wrote you back. I was like, I literally LOL'd. I read that to Morgan. She laughed too. That was great. But that was the point where you were asking me if you felt like it was too much, right?
A little bit, yeah. Because
I thought it was fucking hilarious. Because I honestly picture him like...
Yeah, totally.
Especially since there's bagpipe music going on.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the Wicked Witch. Rose Red is protecting her. Do you want her to dive out and squirrel suit away?
Yes.
Whenever I say squirrel suit, I always remember us talking to what's his name? Michael Bay. About the squirrel suits in Transformers 3.
And I was like, that shit looked fake as fuck. And
he's like,
those were actual.
It was all real.
It was all real. All of it. Here's the real footage. not to name
and your reaction was the best, though, was, oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Not to name drop for the audience, we got into one of those advanced screenings for Transformers 3 like 6 months before it came out, just because Zach was on an email list, and we came in and we didn't even know, but it was the screening where Michael Bay was there, like, gauging audience reactions, and then he had a whole Q&A, and I mentioned the squirrel suits. It wasn't a big deal. It wasn't like we were just shooting the shit at Michael Bay's, yeah.
Big deal.
It was a big deal, but it wasn't like we were chilling at his mansion in Hollywood, like,
I did later.
Sipping on... Fuck you.
It was on the Paramount lots, so we could say that at least.
Yeah, it was on the Paramount lot. But yeah, I just don't want people to be all like, oh, well, these guys are douchebags.
I'm pretty sure they already think that.
I'm a bit of a Dave that way. Yeah, they probably already do. Why do you listen to us, dear listener? Okay, so basically the plot is he determines that he has to go after the Wicked Witch. Right. Snow White's about to leave. He convinces her to stay. They go... I feel like I want to explore Snow White a little bit more.
Yeah.
And Red Rose, honestly.
Maybe they're following Red. Maybe they're on the trail of Red Rose, trying to get her to lead them back to the main whatever. And she, following them, they end up with Captain Hook, and they end up with these other small bosses or whatever that they
Ooh, good
easily
idea.
take out.
Yeah.
But they're on the trail of Red Rose.
Right. That's a
She
great
leads
idea.
to the witch. But why would she go to the witch? Does Red Rose know they're on her trail? I mean, I would assume she would.
You would have to assume that, yeah.
So why would she go to the witch? But I like the trail idea. Writing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You ready for this?
Almost. Yeah.
Okay, so we pick up at the beginning of Ninjabread Man 2, and they have been following Red endlessly for like weeks or maybe even months, and they're still trailing her, and they trail her to Captain Hook's ship, but by the time they get there and kill everybody on the ship, she's already gone, and they're just like, what the fuck? So finally, they're traveling after her again, and they pass by Master Baker. And so Charlie's just like, dude, I need to at least go see him and ask his advice or something. And Master Baker says, she's not running from you, she's leading you away. She's leading you away, and if you can find out what she's trying to protect, that's how you'll find her.
That's interesting. I like that. That's good.
So then they somehow track it down and figure out that it's the Triple W, and then they're like, boom, bitches, and they go for the Wicked Witch.
Oh, dude. Okay. Here's how we're going to do this.
Yeah.
This is great. So we have, because we can have the first chapter with Captain Hook being the fight scene or you know, whatever. And then once we find out this from Master Baker, they continue.
Hook.
What?
Admiral Hook.
They continue on her path, and they hit the next person in the line that she's leading away from. But this person they don't kill. They kill everybody around this fucker, like the Pied Piper, I guess, and they interrogate him, and he's like the Triple W. I love that name, the Triple W. And they're like, the what? And she's only known as the Triple W through those minions or whatever.
Yeah, nice.
But then does that guy, for one, who is that guy? And for two, does he know where she is? And if he does, she should be like, there's no way you can get to her. She's protected by the 12 dwarves.
Little boy, 7. There's 7 dwarves.
Whatever. Why am I stuck on 12?
The second guy? Okay, the second guy should be Little Boy Blue, and I'll tell you why. He should be Little Boy Blue for one joke. You ready for this?
Something about blue balls.
No. So they get him, and they're about to interrogate him, or they're starting to interrogate him or whatever, and Snow White leans over with a knife, and she holds it to his crotch. She says, talk, or I'm going to turn you into Little Girl Blue.
That's a funny line, but that character is not very well known.
Oh, come on. Everybody knows the name, and that means that we can do whatever we want with him.
Okay, I think we're gonna put a pin in that and think of other ideas as well.
Put a pin in it. I don't like it.
I'm gonna note it down though, because I didn't like the magical bagpipes at first either.
But then
but then I thought of a shirt. We can even have a shirt with a Little Girl Blue on it.
All right.
Okay, what's another character we can have? I like the idea of him being like, there's no way you can get to her because she is protected by the 7. I like the idea of 7 dwarfsmen. I don't know why I continue thinking that, like horsemen, but...
Nice.
Yeah.
They should be called the Magnificent 7, and they should all be armed with pistols.
They should totally be cowboys!
Yes! Cowboy dwarves who ride on ponies.
What are the really, really tiny horses that look like... what are they?
You mean fucking ponies?
It's not a pony, though. It has a specific name. But
that's the miniature horses?
Yeah.
What are they called? I'm Googling it.
That's fantastic. The Magnificent Seven are fucking dwarf. There should be a tumbleweed.
They kicked open the door to the tower. A low whistle cut the air. A tumbleweed rolled across the entranceway.
Ninjabread Man looked to his right.
Where the hell had it? Charlie leaned in to see where the hell it had come from, but he couldn't tell, and it had vanished. Yeah, they're just called miniature horses.
There should be a dwarf there that pushed it.
Yeah.
And there's another one on the other side that did the whistle. We've been waiting for you. Yeah, that's obvious.
We've been waiting for you. How long have you been waiting for us?
A long time.
Oh my God, you have no idea.
Magnificent.
They're gonna have to change my name to Constipatey.
Oh, I love that. The Magnificent Seven are fucking... That's going to be great.
Shouldn't be a tower, though. Can't be a tower anymore, though, because they have to ride around on horses.
They're dwarves. Of course, they can ride around in a tower.
They can ride around on horses in a tower.
If you can have a book with unicorns and fucking cowboys, and we can have horses inside of a goddamn tower.
Yeah, totally. Nice pony. It's a miniature horse.
They look like Clydesdales, but they're tiny.
Yeah. It's called a miniature horse.
Oh, that's not.
That's
very
the name. I pulled up the Wikipedia article, and it was miniature horse. It wasn't like a breed.
Yeah, that's not a very fun name, though.
All right.
Whatever.
Find something better.
I love that idea, though. The Magnificent Seven. It's fantastic.
By the way, I haven't figured one out yet, but we gotta have a unicorn western reference in here somewhere.
Okay, that's fine with me. Just that's gonna be all you because I haven't read them yet.
You cock! You're such a cock! Ugh.
I have other things to do. Especially since they haven't read my single book.
I don't. You have things to do.
You read a lot faster than I do.
Okay, well, fine. Flattery will get you off the hook this time.
And you're really cute.
Oh. Thank you.
No, but I like, I've read their other stuff. I've read, Yesterday's Gone, and I've read Fat Vampire. I love both of those. Just haven't gotten to Unicorn Western.
Oh my God, this picture, it looks like a pig.
They should ride around on pigs.
No, miniature horses is way funnier, but this miniature horse looks like a pig. I'm going to link it. I'll put it in the show notes. I'll probably forget.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, come on, copy-paste.
Okay, think of another person besides Little Boy Blue. I have it noted, but... Do we have any Twitter people tweeting?
No.
Probably not.
No,
Because he's
definitely
playing
not.
D&D.
And it's really late. It could be the Pied Piper again. He's just like, oh, not this fucker again.
Oh, I expected that he was dead.
Maybe he is. Yeah, he probably is.
I think he would die.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, that's a good point.
Yeah. You left the whole play checkers in there, right? I think you did.
Oh, yes. Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
Okay.
That's such an awesome line. Like, I'm actually worried that I can't... that's from something.
Well, if it is, I don't know. Google it.
Just did. It could be Jack and Jill, the second person that they go to.
Yeah, I don't think so because we already had the Hansel and Gretel, and I think it's too close.
Oh, it's another duo. Yeah, you're right.
And their brother and sister, I think.
Yeah.
But Jack and Jill's a good idea.
From Jack and the Beanstalk? No, because then you gotta have the giant and blah 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 blah.
I just pictured Jack with two large things hanging around. It's like, what are those? The giant's balls. I take a memento every time I kill one. We have Captain Hook.
Pinocchio?
Do we want it to be a girl? Ooh, Pinocchio! He could try to lie his way out.
anybody telling you a secret? You're the easiest person to interrogate ever. And every time his nose grows an inch, they cut it off. Ah! Talk.
That hurts. You're wood. Yeah, well.
That's what she said.
Do you know if Lexi Maxwell is doing a Pinocchio one where it's
Pinocchio.
Penis? Is it? I totally. That's hilarious.
It's a thing.
She did little slutty little mermaid.
Slutty Little Mermaid, Pinocchio, and Snow White and the Seven Kinky Dwarves. And I've discussed them with Sean. I'm helping her out with something on it, which I don't know how much Sean wants.
So you're writing erotica?
Yeah, I'm writing erotica. No, I'm not. I'm helping her out on one thing because she's lacking certain resources in a couple. No,
I'm
she's
sending her
lacking
naked pictures of myself.
No, I'm not. She's lacking certain resources she's lacking a couple of skill sets that I happen to have, which Sean hooked us up in order for me to help her out with something that she's doing. So I have read those books, and they're hilarious. Like drop dead hilarious, all three of them.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad she's doing well on that.
Yeah, me too.
Okay,
holy shit, dude, we're way over. We're way over.
What time is it?
It's 11:56.
No, I mean, like, what? How long have we been going?
We're like 1:12.
Okay, let's wrap it up.
All right. We got the bare bones out. We will pump this out as fast as we possibly can. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Check out the website, thestorytellingpodcast.com. Leave us comments there on the episodes. Subscribe in iTunes or the other one that I submitted to this week, which I can't remember. My blog is gbr0benson.com. Zach's is zcbolger.com.
I never blog.
Yeah, Zach never blogs. He's terrible at it. But you should go there anyway. And buy his goddamn book, Danny Calloway and the Puzzle House. And
it's only $4.99 on sale. Not really on sale, though.
Not really on sale at all. All right, everybody. Have a good night. We'll see you next week.
$4.99 for sale.
Shh.
Sorry. Penis.